So good morning girls. So our next topic is electrode potential. So our next topic is electrode potential. So actually next topic in this particular unit is stabilities of various oxidation states basing on the reduction potentials. So before knowing all these concepts we have to know certain terminology and certain concepts. So that's why I'm starting the class with the electrode potential. So before this we have to know what is electrode and what is potential. So in electrochemistry, so in electrochemistry this is one of the most important topic where we study about the electrode potential, reduction electrode potential, next oxidation electrode potential. All these are the concepts we have discussed, we should discuss in the electrochemistry. But here there is some concept will also included in the D block elements under the concept of the stabilities of the reduction potentials. So here first of all we will see what is electrode. So we know that electrolysis process. From your school level also we will discuss about the electrolysis. What is electrolysis? In electrolysis we'll take a solution. In that solution will emerge or will put two metal rods. Okay, insert two metal rods, one or two metal rod. These metal rods are connected with the external battery with the help of a connecting wires. So we'll connect to the external battery. Okay, so battery having two terminals, one is negative terminal, another one is the positive terminal. The metal rod which is connected to the negative terminal is, we are calling it as a cathode. So we can say that cathode is having negative charge, and the rod which is connected to the positive terminal, it is considered as a anode. So now we said that anode is having positive charge. We have two metal rods. In these two metal rods, one is acting as a cathode, that is negative charge containing a metal, and next to another one is acting as a anode. Anode will contain the positive charge. And next here the solution in which we are dipping electrodes are called as, the solution in which we are dipping the electrode, the solution is called as electrolyte. The solution is called as electrolyte. This electrolyte may be water, it may be sodium chloride solution, or it may be salt solutions like magnesium sulfate, copper sulfate, zinc sulfate, whatever it may be. So this is called as electrolyte. So the property of electrolyte is, when we passing electricity with the help of electrolyte, with the help of electrode, this electrolyte should dissociate into ions. This is the property that electrolyte should contain. The electrolyte should dissociate into ions while passing the electricity with the help of electrodes. So now we have two concepts, one is the electrode and then one is the electrolyte. The solution in which electrodes are dipping is called as electrolyte, and the metal rods which are dipping in the solution are called as the electrodes. We have cathode and anode electrodes. So it is in the case of when we are dipping in the two electrode, that is cathode and anode. Sometimes we'll put only one metal rod in a solution. So if you remember, in intermediate also we have discussed about the galvanic cells. You have studied about that. So that is a 8 marks important question, the galvanic cells. So in this we have two half cells. Okay, two half cells. For example, if you are taking one half cell, so we are taking here zinc sulfate as the electrolyte solution, and we are dipping zinc rod in that electrolyte solution. So here zinc sulfate is known as electrolyte, and this metal zinc rod is called as a electrode. So generally zinc is having the tendency to undergo oxidation when putting in the salt solution. When zinc is immersed in the salt solution, it will undergo oxidation. So oxidation means what, amma? Loss of electrons. So zinc is converted into Zn plus 2 by loss of 2 electrons. So zinc is converted into Zn plus 2 by the loss of 2 electrons. So it's nothing but zinc is undergoing oxidation. So here zinc is undergoing oxidation. So it eliminates or it liberates Zn plus 2 ions into the solution, and the electrons which are liberated from the zinc electrode are deposited on the electrode, that is a metal rod. So what happened here? The negative charge is present on the electrode, and the positive charge is comes under the solution. So what happened, there is a potential difference, there is a potential difference between the solution, that is the electrolyte, and the electrode. So that potential difference is called as the electrode potential. The particular potential difference, that is a charge difference in charge. So difference in charge is nothing but potential. So that potential difference is called as the electrode potential of that particular zinc rod, electrode potential. So this is about the potential, electrode potential. So now we can define electrode potential as the potential difference between the electrode and the electrolytic solution is called as the electrode potential. Okay, so సో ఏం చేసాము అని అంటే రాడ్, ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ అనేది ఒక రాడ్ అమ్మ, మెటల్ రాడ్. ఇట్ మే బి జింక్, ఇట్ మే బి కాపర్, ఇట్ మే బి నికెల్, ఇట్ మే బి ప్లాటినం, బట్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద టైమ్స్ డి బ్లాక్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ విల్ బి యాక్టింగ్ యాజ్ ఎ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్. దాన్ని ఏం చేసాము, ఒక సొల్యూషన్లో డిప్ చేసాము. ఆ సొల్యూషన్ ఏమంటున్నాము, ఎలక్ట్రోలైట్ సొల్యూషన్. నాట్ ఓన్లీ ఇన్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ టాపిక్, వేర్ ఎవర్ యూ గో, ద సొల్యూషన్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎలక్ట్రోలైట్ అండ్ ద రాడ్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్. సో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్, ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ ఏం తీసుకున్నాం, జింక్ తీసుకున్నాం. జింక్కి ఎలక్ట్రాన్ని లూజ్ అయ్యే కెపాసిటీ ఉంటుంది, అంటే ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ని కోల్పోయే కెపాసిటీ ఉంటుంది. ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ని కోల్పోతుంది అని అంటే ఆక్సిడేషన్ జరుగుతుంది అని అర్థం. అంటే ఇక్కడ జింక్ అనేది ఆక్సిడేషన్లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తుంది అని అర్థం. పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసినప్పుడు మనకు సొల్యూషన్లోనేమో పాజిటివ్ ఛార్జెస్ ఉన్నాయి, ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ మీద నెగిటివ్ ఛార్జెస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో ఈ రెండింటికి మధ్యలో ఒక ఛార్జ్ డిఫరెన్స్ అనేది జనరేట్ అవుతుంది. సో దాన్ని ఏమంటున్నాం మనము, ఆ పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఏమంటున్నాము, ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ పొటెన్షియల్. ఓకే, so electrode potential can be divided into two types. So electrode potential can be divided into two types. First one is the oxidation electrode potential. First one is what ma, oxidation electrode potential. Second one is the reduction electrode potential, reduction electrode potential. Okay, oxidation electrode potential, second one is the reduction electrode potential. If you see the previous example, what happens, zinc is undergoing oxidation. Zinc is undergoing oxidation. How we have to confirm that, means by the loss of 2 electrons. So zinc is losing 2 electrons. So wherever you come across the loss of electron, it is nothing but the oxidation. So zinc is undergoing oxidation. The corresponding the corresponding electrode potential of that oxidation is called as the oxidation electrode potential. అంటే ఇక్కడ zinc అనేది oxidation లో participate చేస్తుంది కాబట్టి అక్కడ వచ్చేటువంటి potential difference మనం ఏమనొచ్చు, it is called as the oxidation electrode potential. Understand? If you take another example in the case of copper, so the same copper rod is dipped in the copper sulfate solution. So we are taking here copper sulfate solution, we have here copper rod. So actually here copper sulfate solution contains 2 electrons. When we connect these two cells, like this is zinc and it is copper. So we are connected with the salt bridge and these two are connected with the external wire. So this is half cell, this is half cell. So when we connect, this copper will gain the 2 electrons which are coming from the zinc and converted into Cu plus 2 plus 2 electrons gives rise to copper metal, copper solid. What happened here, copper is gaining 2 electrons. So here what happens, zinc loses 2 electrons, that is called as oxidation. So here copper is gaining 2 electrons, means it is undergoing reduction. So copper is undergoing here reduction. Here also there is a potential difference will generate between the electrode and electrolyte. Here also potential difference will generate between the electrode and electrolyte. This is also called as electrode potential of copper, electrode potential of copper. But here copper is undergoing which reaction, reduction reaction. That's why we are calling it as reduction electrode potential. We are calling it as reduction electrode potential. So generally now we know that here two types of electrode potentials are there, that is oxidation electrode potential and reduction electrode potential. So the electrode potential which is corresponding to the oxidation are called as oxidation electrode potential. If the electrode potential is coming from the reduction is called as the reduction electrode potential. So whatever be the electrode potential, either oxidation or reduction, it is denoted with the alphabet that is E. The electrode potential, either it may be oxidation electrode potential or reduction electrode potential, it is denoted with the alphabet that is capital E. So this is normal E. There is another term that is called as E naught. So E naught, what is E naught means, whenever the E naught, not like this symbol is there, it is called as standard condition. Whenever you'll see this not like symbol, that is indicates the standard electrode potential, standard electrode potential. Okay, understand? So E is the normal electrode potential, just simply electrode potential of any metal. That may be electrode potential of iron, electrode potential of copper, whatever it may be. So here E naught means standard electrode potential of the metal which is using in the process. So what is the difference between the E and E naught? Means it is standard one, it is the simple electrode potential. So what is standard means? We are calculating the same electrode potential only. Here also it is also electrode potential only, but we are calculating this value under some standard conditions, like temperature is fixed and pressure is also fixed, like 1 atmosphere, and temperature is Kelvin. So in that cases, and the concentration is unity, and the concentration of ions is 1. So in that conditions, if you calculate the electrode potential, that is called as standard electrode potential. And standard electrode potential are fixed for particular metals. If you see the iron standard electrode potential value will be fixed, and it will be published in books. Okay, in the same way, another example, for example, copper is having any metal will have standard electrode potential. They do not change if you change the temperature or if you change the concentration, whatever be the changes undergoing, these values do not change. That's why these are called as standard electrode potential values. That is what E naught. So there is a relation between the E and E naught. If you know the electrode potential value, you can calculate the standard electrode potential. If you know the E naught value, you will calculate the E by following, with the help of following reaction. That is, E is equal to E naught plus RT by NF ln. Ln is nothing but natural logarithm 1 by AMN plus. So this is the equation ma. What is that? E is equal to E naught plus RT by NF log 1 by AMN plus. So let's see one by one what are the terms involved here. E is nothing but electrode potential. E is nothing but what? Electrode potential. E naught means standard electrode potential which is fixed value. Standard means standard electrode potential which is fixed value. R is here universal gas constant. R is here what? Universal gas constant. Okay, it has a particular value like 2 calories or 8.314 joules, kilojoules, like that only. T is here absolute temperature. T is what ma here? Absolute temperature. Next, N is equal to number of electrons involved. Number of electrons involved. That means here zinc is undergoing by loss of 2 electron, so N is equal to 2. Next, copper is undergoing by the gain of 2 electron, that is N is equal to 2, like that. Next, F is equal to Faraday. So that is a current measurement. Next, A is equal to activity of the ions. A is called the activity of ions. So in that way, you will find the, if you know the E value, so these are all fixed values only. We know the R value, we know the temperature, that is absolute temperature 273 kelvins. Next, N is the number of electrons involved. We can come from we can gain from N value from the equation. F is 96,500 coulombs. A is concentration. So we know all these values are constant. So by substituting these values, we can calculate the E naught, or if you know the E naught value, we can calculate the E. So like this equation is helpful for calculating the electrode potentials. Okay, so what I am saying here, we have two electrode potential, that is oxidation electrode potential and reduction electrode potential. But by the time of solving the problems, you might get confused between the which value we have to take. Either we have to take oxidation electrode potential or reduction electrode potential. So the same iron, so Fe will have oxidation potential value and will have reduction potential value. So we have two values for same metal. So to overcome this confusion, we have to do, so one, we have to fix the value, we have to fix one value for one metal. So always we have to use reduction potential value only. We should not consider oxidation potential value while solving the problem. If he gives oxidation potential value also, we have to take reduction potential value only. So confusion ఏం లేదు, ప్రతి మెటల్ కి ఆక్సిడేషన్ పొటెన్షియల్ ఉంటుంది, రిడక్షన్ పొటెన్షియల్ ఉంటుంది. ఆక్సిడేషన్ పొటెన్షియల్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా పాజిటివ్ వాల్యూ ఉంటుంది ఇస్తాడు. రిడక్షన్ పొటెన్షియల్ మోస్ట్లీ నెగిటివ్ వాల్యూలో ఉంటుంది. సో ప్రాబ్లం చేసేటప్పుడు ఒకవేళ ఆక్సిడేషన్ పొటెన్షియల్ వాల్యూ ఇచ్చినా మనం దాన్ని నెగిటివ్గా కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. recording. So here positive is, value is the name of negative value, both are here. So if we also give positive value, we have to convert it into negative term. For example, plus 0.77 అని ఇస్తే దాన్ని ఐరన్ యొక్క ఆక్సిడేషన్ పొటెన్షియల్ ప్లస్ 0.77 ఇస్తే దాన్ని మనం నెగిటివ్గా -0.77గా కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకోవాల్సి ఉంటుంది ప్రాబ్లమ్స్లో. వై? బికాస్ దెర్ ఈజ్ ఏ కన్ఫ్యూజన్, పాజిటివ్ తీసుకోవాలి నెగిటివ్ తీసుకోవాలనే కన్ఫ్యూజన్ని క్లియర్ చేయడానికి, టు క్లియర్ అవుట్ దట్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్, ఓన్లీ రిడక్షన్ పొటెన్షియల్ వాల్యూ ఈజ్ టేకెన్ యాజ్ ఎ స్టాండర్డ్ వాల్యూ. So that is called as, so from now onwards standard electrode potential and reduction electrode potential and both are same. From now onwards standard electrode potential or reduction electrode potential both are same. So this is about the introduction of what is electrode potential, what type of electrode potentials we have. So electrode potential means what, ma? So that the potential difference between the electrode and the electrolyte, there is a generation of potential difference, there is a generation of charge differences. So that is called as potential difference, that is called as electrode potential. So we have two types of electrode potentials, like oxidation electrode potential, reduction electrode potential. And next we have discussed about the standard electrode potential. So from the standard electrode potential value, we can calculate the electrode potential, or if you know the electrode potential, we can calculate the standard electrode potential. So ఇప్పటి నుంచి electrode potential అంటేనే reduction potential అని అర్థం. అయితే we are having here another very most important exam wise, and that means exam point of view important, that is Latimer diagram. We have an important one, that is a Latimer diagram. What is Latimer diagram means? And this Latimer diagram introduced by Wendell Latimer. This concept is introduced by the scientist called Wendell Latimer. So what it tells us this about the stabilities of variable oxidation states by taking the consideration of standard reduction potentials. That means the same element. For example, if you are talking about M is a metal. Say for example, M is a metal. It may be iron, it may be copper, it may be nickel, whatever it may be. So we have a metal. This metal can be exist in different oxidation states. That means a metal M can be present in +4 form, it may be present in +3 form, it may be present in +2, or it may be present in +1. So we have different variable oxidation states for a metal. So among these, which is most stable and which is least stable, and which is acting as a good oxidizing agent and which is acting as a good reducing agent, or so like this, these properties are these next to disproportionation reaction, there is a concept of disproportionation reaction. These are all explained by the Latimer diagram. So for this Latimer diagram, we have to write the variable oxidation states of a same metal in a order. So the order might be like this. So the order might be that we have to write left to right. So at the left side, we have to write the high oxidation state containing species, then followed by the lower next one, then followed by the next one, and lastly we have to write the zero oxidation, zero, that means a simple metal. So we have how do we have to write, ma? So we have to start with the high oxidation at the left side, and followed by the next one, and followed by the next one, and last we have to end up with the only single metal. For example, I am writing simply M plus 4. After plus 4 we'll have M plus 3. After we have M plus 2. After we have M plus 1. After we have simply M. So here on the M, the oxidation state is 0. So this is the way to write the Latimer diagram, to write the oxidation states of different oxidation states of a metal. So first we have to write the highest oxidation state at the left side. Next we have to follow the decreasing order, and lastly we are end up with the what here? We are end up with the zero oxidation state containing metal. So we have to put an arrow mark between the two neighbors. These are the two neighbors. So we have to put the arrow mark. On the arrow mark, we have to mention the standard reduction potential value or reduction potential value, that may be in positive or that may be negative. So plus 0.77 volts, plus next plus 0.22, or minus 0.15, or minus 0.50, like this. These are the standard reduction potential values. So we have to mention on the arrow mark. Okay, so this is okay, this is up to okay. So from the Latimer diagram, we have to calculate the reduction potential or the standard reduction potential of non-neighbor atoms, non-neighbor or non-adjacent. Here see, plus 4 and plus 3 are adjacent or side by side, we can call it as a neighbor atom. So non-neighbor means plus 4 to plus 3 plus 2, or plus 2 to M. So we can calculate like this. We can calculate the reduction potentials of non-neighbor atoms. So for example, I am writing here one example. Next, this Latimer diagram mostly deals under the presence of acidic or basic medium. So okay, that means the Latimer diagram changed by the pH effect. So for example, iron in the acidic medium, if you see FeO4 is there, it is dissociated into Fe plus 3, which is dissociated into Fe plus 2, and which is dissociated into Fe. So we have to write like this: the highest oxidation state and this like the lower, and the last one is the Fe0. So for Fe plus 3 to Fe plus 2, the reduction potential Fe plus 3 నుంచి Fe plus 2 కి రావడానికి రిడక్షన్ పొటెన్షియల్ ఎంత అని అంటే వాల్యూ దట్ ఈస్ ప్లస్ 0.77 వోల్ట్. నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ Fe plus 2 నుంచి ప్లస్ సికి రావడానికి ఎంత అంటే మైనస్ 0.44 వోల్ట్. సో ఇది ఓకే. సో ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు నో మీన్స్ ఇఫ్ F3 నుంచి so now we have to calculate the reduction potential of Fe plus 3 to Fe plus 2. Okay. So is it visible, ma? Is it visible what I am writing here? Okay. So if you want to convert Fe, okay, if you want to convert Fe plus 3 to Fe, so now we have to calculate the reduction potential here. So next, there is a relationship between the reduction potential and Gibbs free energy. So what is Gibbs free energy? Delta G. So delta G is equal to minus NFE. So this is the relationship between the Gibbs free energy, that is delta G, and here E naught, that is the standard reduction potential. This is the relationship between the delta G and E naught. So by using this equation, we can calculate the Fe plus 3 to Fe reduction potential. So for this we have to do. So first of all, we have to write the half reactions. What is half reactions? Means here Fe plus 2 is converting into Fe. We have to write the reaction. Fe plus 2 is converting into Fe means 0. Fe is not having any oxidation state, but Fe here is having plus 2 oxidation state. So plus 2 to 0 ochindi anante, here it should gain 2 electrons. It should gain 2 electrons. Then only it is converting into 0. So Fe plus 2 by gaining 2 electrons, it is converting into Fe. Fe plus 2, it is by gaining 2 electrons, it is converting into Fe. So entanta value here E naught value is the minus 0.44 volts. Here E naught value is the minus 0.44 volts. Now we have a equation that is delta G is equal to minus NFE. Here delta G is Gibbs free energy, that is we have to calculate. E naught is given in the problem. N is nothing but number of electrons involved in the reaction. F is nothing but Faraday. So N, how many electrons it is taken by the Fe? So it is taken by the Fe is 2 electrons. So 2 into F means F like this only. E naught is minus 0.44. So what happened here? Minus 2 into 0.44 means minus 0.88 F. So delta G is equal to minus 0.88 F. When Fe plus 2 is converting into Fe. There is another half reaction, that is Fe plus 3 is converting into Fe plus 2. So that is Fe plus 3 is converting into Fe plus 2. That means here plus 3 to plus 2. First here iron is short of 3 electrons, but on the product side what happens? It is only short of 2 electrons. That means here 3 electrons are less, here 2 electrons are less. What happened in between these two? What happened if we are adding 1 electron here? We are adding 1 electron to Fe plus 3. Then what happened? Only 2 electrons are Fe plus 2 is there. Here also value E naught is plus 0.77 volt. Okay, next delta G is equal to minus N. N means number of electrons. How many number of electrons we are adding here? Only 1. So 1 into F into plus 0.77 volt. What happened here? Minus 0.77 volts. Minus 0.77 volt. So now we have to add these two values. Sorry, see here already minus is there, again minus into minus plus. So we have to add these two values. What are those two values, ma? So first one is the plus 0.88 volts. Next minus, second one is the 0.77 volts, minus 0.77 volts. So what is the final value is the plus 0.11 Faraday. Here also Faraday, here also Faraday. So plus 0.11 Faraday. So this is what my E delta G. So we have delta G value. Next we have delta G is equal to minus NFE. So we don't know the reduction potential from Fe plus 3 to Fe. So for this we have to calculate. So we don't know the E value. We know the delta G value, that is 0.11 volts. We know the N. N means what here? So in one reaction, that is Fe plus 2 to Fe, here number of electrons involved are 2, and when Fe plus 3 is converting into Fe plus 2, number of electrons involved are 1. So by adding these 2 and 1, what happened here? Total number of electrons involved in the reaction are 3 electrons. So let's see, delta G is plus 0.11 F is equal to, so if you want E కావాలంటే ఈ NF ని తీసుకొస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, E is equal to delta G by NF. So we know delta G, that is plus 0.11 F by N means 3 electrons are involving here. F is F, FF get cancelled. So we have 0.11 by 3. So if you solve this, the final value is minus 0. If you solve this, minus 0.036 volts. So this is the Fe plus 2 to Fe plus 3 నుంచి Fe కి రావడానికి standard reduction potential is minus 0.036 volts. So in this way we can calculate the unneighbor, that is non-neighbor electrode potential value also. And from this Latimer diagram we have another concept, that is disproportionation reaction. This is very important. The disproportionation reaction. Disproportionation reaction means, if you see here Fe plus 3, so here Fe plus 3 gives rise to Fe plus 2, and it is gives rise to Fe. If you see Fe plus 2, so I am talking about Fe plus 2. On the left hand side of Fe plus 2 we have Fe plus 3. So next on the right hand side we have Fe. So on the left hand side we have higher oxidation state, on the right hand we have zero oxidation state, that is lower oxidation state. So Fe plus 2 and Fe plus 3 means here one electron is addition, that is reduction is going on. So Fe plus 2 నుంచి Fe అని అంటే ఇక్కడ oxidation is going on. That means the same element present in the different oxidation states. Here it is the plus 3, here it is the 0. Here it is undergoing oxidation and it is undergoing reduction. So this is called as auto redox reaction. Auto redox. Auto means self, by self, itself. So దానంతట అది జరిగితే auto అంటారు. Redox reaction means when reduction, oxidation both are undergoing same timing. That is simultaneously oxidation, reduction. అంటే ఒకేసారి ఆక్సిడేషన్ అంటే లాస్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్, ఒకేసారి గెయిన్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ అంటే రిడక్షన్ ఒకేసారి జరిగితే దాన్ని రిడాక్స్ రియాక్షన్స్ అంటారు. ఇఫ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ హియర్, ఐరన్ is converted into Fe0. Fe0 means here loss of electrons are taking place. Loss of here what happened here? Gain of electrons. Here loss of electrons are taking place means here it is gain reduction potential, ఇక్కడ ఆక్సిడేషన్ పొటెన్షియల్. అంటే ఒకటే అయాన్ ఆక్సిడేషన్ రిడక్షన్ రెండిట్లో ఉంటే దాన్ని డిస్ప్రపోర్షనేషన్ రియాక్షన్స్ అంటారు. ఓకే, ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ద డిస్ప్రపోర్షనేషన్ రియాక్షన్.